Hi guys, so for question 2 of the Edward VIII source analysis, it's actually asking you another reading comprehension question. It's not unusual for this to happen, however, more likely you'll be asked a question about bias, whether or not something shows bias, or how something, what's a limitation of a particular type of source. So what this one's saying is it's asking, why did Edward VIII love Mrs. Simpson? What I'm going to get you to do, again, read through source 2, see if you can find the information, and then I'll show you where I would grab that information from after about a minute. All right? Okay, so I think that there are several sections that actually tell you why Edward VIII loved Mrs. Simpson. The first section is the sentence that starts with, "To him she was the perfect woman. She'd insisted that he should be at his best and do his best at all times, and he regarded her as his inspiration." I think this implies that he loves her because she's always trying to make him do the very best that he can. There was also the section that says there was an intellectual companionship, which means that he doesn't just love her because she's beautiful, but he also loves her because he has a connection with her where he can have a discussion with her and be able to argue about things. And there's also a spiritual comradeship, which means that he doesn't just think that she's pretty again, but he also finds something about her that he loves even more deeply than what she looks like. So the reason why this question is different to the very first question is that you actually have to draw some sort of link between love and connection, or love and encouragement and inspiration. So you have to understand that love isn't just necessarily straightforward. Sometimes it's a little bit influenced by outside factors other than just what someone looks like. So this is the reason why this question is included, which is different to the first question. However, the answer to this is quite similar. So the question's actually asking, why did Edward VIII love Mrs. Simpson? And if you have a look at the answer that I've provided you with, what I've said is that according to source 2, Edward VIII loved Mrs. Simpson because she insisted that he always perform his best, and she acted as an inspiration for him. That is said in the source, however, it's not directly quoted from the source. I've also stated that source 2 also states that Simpson provided Edward VIII with intellectual companionship, causing her to love her more than merely the ordinary physical sense of the term. So I've used the quote saying that he loved her more than just physically, he also loved her intellectually. So that source, that question is also asking for an example from the source, but it's more about drawing an implication from what something says.